Where you at?
Real daddy.
Actually, that's not bad.
This is my brutality!
Wrestling fans, you're not dreaming. It is in fact true. Mommy's back and Mommy is gonna go right on top. Not before destructing the people who betrayed her, the people who took her out, and of course the people who were on her side so she could use to her advantage. As we saw, massive shocker to the end of Monday Night Raw. That was not only the tale, alongside were multiple shocking moments that were witnessed on tonight's edition of the flagship show. Some exciting new matches, and now that one major return has happened, it's gonna alter the WWE landscape forever. So guys, without wasting any time, let's get down to tonight's Raw review video presented by your favorite channel, WrestleFanEnt. First off, CM Punk confronts Seth freaking Rollins. The Best in the World opened tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw to reflect on the events that happened at last weekend's Money in the Bank PLE. He started off by first praising his iconic rival John Cena, who announced his retirement from WWE that's gonna start in 2025.
And thank you to John Cena. Lace him up with you at least one more time.
And then shifted his focus to his now heated rival Drew McIntyre. Of course, CM Punk cost McIntyre another shot at the World Championship while interfering in his match when he cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase during the Damian Priest vs Seth Rollins match and once again screwed him. I mean, can you believe it? Actually, it was quite obvious. Anyhow, CM Punk's action directly affected Seth Rollins' championship aspirations, and the Drip God came out tonight on Raw to confront the Second City Saint over what he had done. Of course, these two guys don't like each other on screen and even in real life, and this led to a verbal back and forth between those two, who tried to be civil with each other. Even CM Punk tried to apologize, but
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It was just a ruse. Anyhow, Seth Rollins warned CM Punk to stay out of his business, otherwise it will be catastrophic, while CM Punk doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. As the segment came to a close, CM Punk was spotted backstage with Adam Pearce and talking about Drew McIntyre and what could possibly be next in their rivalry, while asking Adam Pearce to lift off the ban that he has placed on Drew McIntyre. Pearce said that he would reconsider that and probably invite Drew McIntyre next week on Raw if he's in the right mental state to take on the negotiations, and this could possibly lead to a match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, something that the fans have been wanting to see for a long time. Next off, Jey Uso versus Chad Gable. So the two Money in the Bank competitors from last week, Jey Uso and Chad Gable, had quite a run in last week on Raw, and they decided to settle their differences on Monday Night Raw tonight. The match was going really great. It was an enthralling sight for the WWE Universe to witness, only for the final moments to cause an extreme shock when the lights suddenly begin to dim in the arena, which obviously meant that Wyatt 6 was gonna strike. In a very funny moment that happened just before the Wyatt 6 made their presence, Jey Uso yeeted and exited the ring, which was one of the most highlighting moments of Raw tonight. And that led Chad Gable once again in the ring as the ring filled with smoke. And the mysterious lady, we all know that's Nikki Cross, once again scared off Gable to the back of the arena. And much like every week she's done so far, she once again handed a VHS tape to the announcer's desk, which was later played in the production truck. As the tape was played later on in the night, it showed Bo Dallas talking about his family members. Of course, we know the Wyatt 6 and those guys who've been donning the character of the Firefly Funhouse that was started by his iconic brother, the late Bray Wyatt. Dallas was seen in an off-screen conversation with his alter ego, Uncle Howdy, and claimed that they were sick, which Howdy said, yes, they were.
You think we are sick?
However, the most shocking part of this entire segment was when Chad Gable had a talk with Adam Pearce following this video package and claimed that Wyatt 6 was indeed talking about him, scaring his lights off. But as the conversation ended and Adam Pearce opened the door to his locker room, guess who was sitting there? Bo Dallas, giving him a very eerie look. What could this possibly mean now that Bo Dallas in his real self has come to Monday Night Raw and not Uncle Howdy? Damn, it's getting intriguing by the week, and I'm scared, but it's interesting. Next off, let's talk about the WWE Intercontinental Championship picture that has been an utter chaos ever since Braun Breaker has been involved. So as we saw at Money in the Bank, the current champion Sami Zayn retained his championship in an intense battle against Braun Breaker, who seemingly was overconfident that Sami would not be able to get past him. But Sami walked out the winner and came out on tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw to reflect on his victory. However, Sami's celebration was cut short real quick with the arrival of Braun Breaker, who Sami thought had come to, reflect on that or to maybe ask for another rematch. But Braun Breaker denied all of that only because it was a ruse, as he turned back and turned straight into Sami Zayn, spearing him in the ring and launching a heinous beatdown at ringside, which was not a pleasant sight to see as the WWE officials tried to stop the Wolf Dog, but he just wouldn't listen. Of course, finally he was escorted out of the ringside area, and that led to Ilya Dragunov coming out to checking out on his friend Sami Zayn, which later set the tone for a match between Ilya Dragunov and Braun Breaker. Another enthralling sight for the WWE Universe to witness on tonight's Raw. A jam-packed match full of hard-hitting blows and moves, but in the end saw a disqualification win for Ilya Dragunov after Braun Breaker launched a chair in his face. However, Sami Zayn came back to return the favor for Ilya Dragunov, driving away Braun Breaker's attack, and it seems that the Intercontinental Championship picture couldn't get any more chaotic. And the last and final segment that was the most talked about on social media, on Raw, everywhere else, it was the return of Rhea Ripley. The teasers were on full display for the entire night, as first seen by Damian Priest, who was calling somebody backstage and then teasing it again in a backstage segment when the Judgment Day asked what Damian Priest was doing all over, and he said that everybody's gonna find out and Dom himself is gonna find out firsthand. Well, switching gears to the match in the main event was Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan teaming up against Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega. The action was jam-packed, not to miss some exciting and creepy Liv Morgan favorite moments that happened there. But in the end, it was Liv Morgan who had an assist by knocking Rey Mysterio off the turnbuckle, allowing Dominik Mysterio to hit the frog splash and get the win over his legendary father. Both Dom and Liv looked super happy at the outcome, and that led to Liv jumping straight on Dom and landing both of them onto the ring floor. And just in the moment as it seemed that she had succeeded in luring Dominik Mysterio to her side, who almost kissed her, the song finally hit. And there came Mommy. Rhea Ripley came back to the WWE after numerous months of being injured at the hands of Liv Morgan, and that sight led to Liv fleeing the scene as if she had just seen a ghost. Dominik Mysterio was entirely shocked by her mommy returning to WWE, who was visibly angry at seeing what Dominik has done over the past few months since she had been on the sidelines. Dominik tried to reason with Rhea Ripley only for her to storm out of the ring, with Dominik following her. But one thing is for sure, fans, now that Rhea Ripley is back, nothing is gonna remain the same on the Raw roster. Well fans, that was it for this edition of the Raw Review presented by WrestleFanEnt. If you like this video, then like, comment, share, and do subscribe to the channel. Well now, do it at least for Mommy because she's back and we covered it. Anyhow, take care guys. I'm gonna see you all in the next video. And looking at tonight's Raw, I can darn sure say that professional wrestling has been cooler than ever. See you all in the next video.